Hello students, I am Shashank Joshi from Deccan Education Society's Ferguson College, Pune. I am teaching vocational electronics. Topic of today's discussion is logic families and IC specifications. In last lecture, we have studied logic families, their types and their characteristics. We have also studied TTL, NAND and NOT gate. So let us start with the remaining points. So move to the PPT. In previous lecture, we have seen TTL NAND gate. So this is the truth table for TTL NAND gate. So when A and B are 0, output is 1. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. So this is the truth table of NAND gate. Now TTL NOR gate. Figure shows TTL NOR gate. Here on left side, symbol of NOR gate is shown. Circuit shows transistors Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5 and Q6. A and B are applied to emitters of Q1 and Q5. Q2 and Q6, these two transistors are connected in parallel as shown, and 1K resistor is connected to the emitters of these two transistors. Now, as there are two inputs, we have four conditions. Input condition 1, A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0. Emitters are connected to ground. Transistor Q1 and Q5 both are on. When transistor Q1 and Q5 both are on, the collector of Q1 and collector of Q5 both are low. And so both the transistors, if we consider these two transistors, are off. And so collector of Q2 is high. That is connected to base of transistor Q3 is high. And so transistor Q3 is on and transistor Q4 is off. As transistor Q4 is off, Y is equal to 1. In second case, when A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, at that time, as A is equal to 0, emitter of Q1 is connected to ground and so transistor Q1 conducts. This voltage is applied to base of Q2 and input condition A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1. At that time, emitter of transistor Q1 is connected to ground and emitter of transistor Q5 is connected to high. When emitter is connected to ground, transistor conducts, and when transistor conducts, at that time, collector of the transistor is low. That is connected to base of transistor Q2. Secondly, as B is 1, transistor Q5 is off and so collector is high. It is connected to Q6 and so Q6 conducts. As Q6 conducts, the base voltage of Q3 is low and so Q3 is off and Q4 is on. So when Q4 is on, output Y is equal to 0. In next condition, when A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0, at that time exactly opposite will happen. When A is equal to 1, transistor Q1 will not conduct. When Q1 will not conduct, its collector voltage is high. It is applied to base of transistor Q2 and so transistor Q2 will conduct and current will flow. So Q4 will conduct and you will get output Y is equal to 0. Fourth condition, A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1. At that time, both the transistor Q1 and Q5 are off and because of that, transistor Q4 is on and we get Y is equal to 0. Figure shows the truth table of NOR gate. We can see from the truth table 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. Totem pole output. This is the important characteristics of TTL gate. Figure shows totem pole output circuit. In this circuit, there are two transistors and a diode. Q3D, Q4 is a totem pole configuration. This circuit is used to produce low output impedance. When the output is high, transistor Q4 is off and transistor Q3 acts as an emitter follower. Due to this, the output impedance is low. When the output is low, at that time, transistor Q4 is in saturation and so the output impedance is low. In either case, output impedance of the circuit is low. The output impedance is about 70 ohm when output is high and it is about 12 ohms when output is low. Due to this low output impedance, the output voltage can change quickly from one state to other because the stray capacitance gets rapidly charged or discharged through this low impedance. Open collector gates. In some digital circuits, it is necessary to connect the output of two gates together. In figure, there are two gates shown and the outputs are connected together. In TTL logic circuits, there is totem pole output, and the problem with that is two totem pole outputs cannot be tied together. Figure shows two gates A and B having totem pole output. These two outputs are connected in common at point X. Consider that output of gate A is high and output of gate B is low. In this case, transistor Q4' acts as a load for transistor Q3. Since Q4' is on, its resistance is small and it draws more current. Due to this heavy current through circuit, the device may get damaged, and so it is necessary to use another technique for connecting two outputs in TTL circuits. Open collector gates are designed for such applications. In open collector circuits, transistor Q3, which is an active pull-up, is eliminated from the gate circuit and the collector terminal of transistor Q4 is kept open. The output of the gate is taken from collector of Q4. In this case, number of outputs can be tied together. We can see this in this slide. Here, output from three gates are connected and final output is taken. Figure shows circuit in which three outputs are tied together along with external pull-up resistor. Since collector is open, it is necessary to connect external pull-up resistor at the collector for biasing the transistor. Figure shows open collector TTL NOT gate. If we consider the circuit, the TTL NOT gate is same as that of the previous, that is with totem pole output. Here Q3 and D, these are removed and external pull-up resistor is connected. In the same way, TTL NAND gate can also be constructed. Here, if you just see the diagram, you will find that in this case also Q3 and D are removed and external pull-up resistor of 100 ohm is connected. Tri-state logic. In digital circuits, binary number system is used, and so the output of circuit is either 0 or 1. In some applications, it is necessary to connect number of outputs in common. Logic circuits used are having either totem pole output or open collector output. When the outputs of such circuits are connected in common, there are some difficulties in it like overloading or speed of operation. To overcome these difficulties, special circuits are developed. In those circuits, along with two output state, third output state, this third state is called tri-state or high impedance state. In this case, circuit functions on control or enable input. Tri-state inverter circuit is shown. Here, if we consider the circuit, you will find Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 and Q5 transistors along with resistors and a diode. Diode is normally used for controlling the circuit. A tri-state inverter circuit is shown in figure. This circuit has three output states, namely low output state, high output state and high impedance state. In high impedance or tri-state, the circuit is physically connected but it is electrically isolated. When the control input is low, at that time the output is in third state, that is high impedance state. When the control input is high, at that time the circuit functions as normal inverter, means the output of the circuit changes as per the data conditions. On left side, symbol is shown and truth table is shown. Here data input is 0 or 1, but if the control is 0, output is high impedance. And for data input 0 and 1, control is 1, then we get the output according to the conditions. Tri-state logic NAND gate. Figure shows the tri-state NAND gate. Here also the transistor Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 and Q5 along with resistors are connected and the circuit is biased properly. Diode D is used for controlling the action. A tri-state NAND gate circuit is shown in figure. This circuit has three output states, namely low output state, high output state, and high impedance or tri-state. When the control input is low, at that time the output is in third state, that is high impedance state, irrespective of inputs. When the control input is high, at that time the circuit functions as normal NAND gate, means the output of the circuit changes as per the input conditions. On left side, truth table is shown. First, A and B, irrespective of A and B, if control is 0, output is high impedance, and remaining 4 conditions are shown. For that, according to the input conditions, output will change when control is 1. CMOS logic family. In CMOS logic family, complementary metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, that is MOSFETs, are used. P-channel MOSFETs and N-channel MOSFETs are connected in series to construct the logic circuit. The drain terminal of MOSFETs are connected in common and the output is taken from common drain terminal. The gate terminals of MOSFETs are connected in common and the input is applied to the common gate terminal. Types of MOSFETs. We have P-channel MOSFET and N-channel MOSFET. Figure shows P-channel MOSFET and N-channel MOSFET. P-channel MOSFETs are having MOSFETs in which the direction of arrow is outside, and in N-channel the direction is inside. P-channel MOSFET is on when its gate voltage is negative with respect to its source, and N-channel MOSFET is on when its gate voltage is positive with respect to source. CMOS inverter. Figure shows CMOS inverter on left side, and on right side we have symbol and truth table. Here, when input A is 1, we get output 0, and when input A is 0, we get output 1. When input A is 1, MOSFET Q1 is on and MOSFET Q2 is off, so we get output Y is equal to 0. In second case, when A is equal to 0, MOSFET Q1 is off and Q2 is on, so we get output Y is equal to 1. CMOS NAND gate. Here, 4 MOSFETs are shown. On left side, symbol of NAND gate is shown. Input conditions A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0. MOSFET Q1 is on, MOSFET Q2 is off, MOSFET Q3 is off, and MOSFET Q4 is on, and so output Y is equal to 1. If we consider second condition A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0, MOSFET Q1 is off, MOSFET Q2 is on, MOSFET Q3 is off, and MOSFET Q4 is on. So Y is equal to 1. In third conditions, A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, also we have MOSFET Q1 is on, Q2 is off, Q3 is on, and Q4 is off, so Y is equal to 1. And in fourth one, when A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1, at that time Q1 is off, Q2 is on, Q3 is on, and so output Y is equal to 0. So if we summarize, we get 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. CMOS NOR gate. In this case also we are using 4 FETs and A and B inputs are connected as shown. On left side, symbol for NOR gate is shown. Input condition A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0. MOSFET Q1 is on, MOSFET Q2 is on, MOSFET Q3 is off, MOSFET Q4 is off, and so Y is equal to 1. Input condition 2, A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0. MOSFET Q1 is off, MOSFET Q2 is on, MOSFET Q3 is off, and MOSFET Q4 is on. So Y is equal to 0. In third condition, A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1. MOSFET Q1 is on, MOSFET Q2 is off, MOSFET Q3 is on, and MOSFET Q4 is off. So we get output Y is equal to 0. Input condition A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1. MOSFET Q1 is off, MOSFET Q2 is off, MOSFET Q3 is on, and MOSFET Q4 is on. So output Y is equal to 0. If we summarize this, we get A, B and Y, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. Now, comparison between TTL and CMOS. TTL logic family and CMOS logic family. TTL is bipolar logic family. CMOS is unipolar logic family. BJTs are used to construct circuits. MOSFETs are used to construct circuits. Propagation delay time is small, about 12 nanoseconds. Propagation delay time is large, about 50 nanoseconds. Supply voltage is plus 5 volts. Supply voltage is 3 to 18 volts. Fan out is about 10. Fan out is large, about 50. Questions. Now, here we are considering various questions which are asked in HSC board exam. First, what is logic family? If the question is asked, what is logic family? First of all, you have to just tell the logic family definition. That is, the logic family is nothing but the circuit in which particular characteristic is selected and the circuits are constructed. Then we can write the entire definition which we have seen. Second, state different types of logic families. Here also, when the question is asked like this, we have to state first what is logic family. After that, what are the different types of logic families. Now, if the question is for 3 marks, then we have to just tell CMOS and TTL logic families. After that, we have to just tell unipolar and bipolar, then saturated and non-saturated. So, all the types in detail, that means for 3 marks, we have to write all the things step by step so that you can get marks. Next is define following characteristics of digital ICs. Now, when the question is like this, define the following, there are, as you know, there are several characteristics. So, any 3 characteristics or any 2 characteristics or any number of characteristics they can ask for 3 marks or for 4 marks. Normally, 1 characteristics for 1 mark is asked. Figure of merit, fan in, fan out and propagation delay time. Here, when figure of merit is asked, first of all, you have to write both the parts which are required for figure of merit. That is, propagation delay time and power dissipation. Here, in the same question, propagation delay time is asked. So, you can just mention that, and about the power, you can write and then figure of merit. Fan in and fan out. We have seen fan in and / or. Why it is given? If fan in and fan out can be asked, or fan in or fan out, any one can be asked. If fan in or fan out is asked, then for both or for individual also, we have to draw the diagram. Here you have to show that number of inputs. Then in second case, you have to show that number of gates are driven by the gate. Propagation delay time. When you want to explain propagation delay time, you have to explain all the details with characteristics. That is 50% transition, then TPHL, TPLH and all the things with, if the propagation delay time is large, circuit is fast, propagation delay time is small, then circuit is slow and like this. Next, define the following for ICs. Why I am giving these two separate? Because in define following characteristics, in one it is given define the following, in one it is given state any 3 or explain any 3. Okay. So, define the following for ICs: power dissipation, figure of merit and fan out. As you know, there are 7 characteristics. Any 3 can be asked or specifically can be asked. Then current voltage parameters can also be asked. So, we have to mention power dissipation. In that power dissipation, you have to write CCCL, CCCH, then average, then voltage and current, so that you will get 1 mark. By drawing basic circuit of TTL NOR gate, explain its working. Now, whenever you are drawing the circuit, my advice is draw the circuit and on right side, as I have written, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6 and their conditions for 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So that From this, you can explain, because if the question is for 3 marks, you have to write at least 2 pages and all 4 conditions, and for all 4 conditions, how that particular circuit works. In the beginning, you have to write TTL NOR gate construction, and then when A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. 4 conditions are there. For 4 conditions, how each and every transistor acts, that we have to mention. Next question is, any 3 characteristics of digital ICs. If the question is like this, it is good for student. Student can select any 3 of his or her interest and explain them in detail. Next, explain the following parameters of digital ICs. See, characteristics or parameter. Any one of these 2 words can be used by the examiner and then you can answer. Propagation delay time, power dissipation, operating temperature. Here, if the parameter is changed, I am just using the same question. Propagation delay time, we have already seen that we have to explain that in detail with characteristics. Power dissipation, again, as we have discussed, current, average current and voltage we have to mention. Here, in operating temperature, we have to mention 2 types. One is military and second one is consumer type. Okay, so 0 to 70 degrees and minus 55 to plus 125 degrees. That we have to mention. What is meant by propagation delay and power dissipation in digital circuits? This is another type of question. That means they consider only 2 characteristics and you have to write. Normally, if the question is asked like this, 2 characteristics for which you can write more points are selected. Okay, so here propagation delay time, when you want to explain, again entire things related to propagation delay time, about 1 page you will get, and that you have to write. And for power dissipation also, as we have discussed, power is required, then what is current, what is voltage, average current and all that you have to mention. Define the following characteristics of digital ICs. Same, pattern is different, figure of merit, fan out, noise margin, operating temperature. Here, if the question is for 1 mark, either we can just state definition and then about that, if we write something extra, that will be the credit to students. But if define is asked, only definition is sufficient. Write a note on characteristics of digital integrated circuit. This type of question normally asked. Why? Because here student can write many more things which he or she feels about the thing. Why characteristics are required to study, what are the characteristics, and normally 1 or 2 characteristics we have to explain. Next, state any 4 characteristics of digital ICs and explain any 2 of them. If question is specific, that is state any 4, you have to state 4 and then explain any 2 of them. Here if the choice is given to student, student can consider and select any of his interest. Next, explain the concept of TTL NAND tri-state with circuit and working. Now, if we consider tri-state NAND gate, now here, first of all, you have to consider what is tri-state. And whenever we consider tri-state, and the question is for 3 marks, why tri-state is necessary? Then in tri-state, how many states are there? As the name suggests, there are 3 states. The third state is high impedance state. Here mention it specifically that when high impedance state is considered, it is physically connected but electrically isolated. Impedance is high, that means no connection. That mention it and draw the circuit. Whenever we are drawing tri-state, keep that thing in mind. If TTL NAND is there, then emitter terminals are 3. TTL not is there, emitter terminals are 2. Next, draw circuit diagram of TSL inverter using TTL logic and symbol. We have seen the symbol, NOT gate symbol with 1 arrow outside and inverter circuit with TTL logic. Transistor logic, you have to just explain. That means transistors are connected, then you write Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 diode, and then we can connect the control and we can get the output. Next, explain the concept of tri-state logic. If we consider tri-state logic, then what is tri-state that you have to explain and why tri-state is necessary. Next, draw the circuit diagram of TTL NAND gate and explain the working. Give the importance of totem pole arrangement. Here, diagram you can draw of TTL NAND gate, working with truth table you can just tell. Give the importance of totem pole arrangement. That means you have to draw the diagram of Q3D, Q4 and how low impedance is available that you have to tell. Explain the working of TTL NOT gate with circuit diagram. You can draw the TTL NOT gate we have discussed in the first part and explain the truth table, that is 0, 1, 1, 0. Explain the working of TTL OR gate with the circuit diagram. That means again you have to draw the OR gate circuit and you have to explain all the things in detail. Next, explain for a digital IC noise margin for both the levels with suitable diagram. Now noise margin and noise immunity we have studied, so you can write noise margin with two voltage level diagrams and you have to show that for TTL noise margin is 0.4 volts. Next, explain the working of open collector TTL NAND gate. Now here we have to just write first what is NAND gate, what is open collector, why open collector is required and the working. What are open collector TTL gates? Here you have to just tell what are open collector TTL gates means. Open collector means what? Why open collectors are required? Draw the circuit diagram of open collector TTL NAND gate. You have to draw the diagram. Distinguish between CMOS and TTL logic family and explain. We can just consider the TTL families and CMOS family distinguishing point. Explain the working of CMOS NOR gate with necessary diagram. So circuit of NOR gate, CMOS. So CMOS NOR, CMOS inverter, CMOS NAND, three circuits are there. So you can draw three circuits separately as the question is asked and with truth table we have to explain. Sometimes they write with the neat diagram and truth table explain the working of CMOS NOT. Sometimes they just ask explain the working, but in both the cases truth table of the circuit is necessary. So students, in today's lecture we have seen the remaining part of the chapter logic families and IC specification. We have started with NAND gate, then we have seen NOR gate, after that CMOS logic family, PMOS, NMOS we have seen, then we have seen CMOS circuits and after that we have seen the difference between CMOS and TTL. In this chapter, tri-state logic is the new concept, that also we have seen, and we have seen TTL, tri-state, NAND and NOT circuit. Thank you.